When someone's down, try to find ways to lift their spirits. Winning does that. People need that.
Oh, did he catch it? Yes. Reggie Wayne! What a catch! Reggie Wayne!
You know what I mean? I know he needed it. Hell, I needed it. You know, like a lot of people needed that.
That game, that performance, those stories, the circumstances.
Caught by Reggie again!
And the orange gloves, and then the whole deal. It was like surreal. It was like, this can't be happening, right?
A bit dreamlike.
He's gonna run up the middle! He scores! He scores!
When you're in it, it's hard to get out of it sometimes and see a bigger picture. In that game, there was a bigger picture. And that was our coach, a man we love, not being there with us and fighting for his life.
We had a true cause. We're going to get him that game ball that day.
He missed it. He missed it. The Colts win. Colts win. Colts win.
The celebration is on in Indianapolis.
And somehow in hell we did it.
It's been a very difficult week.
I didn't think it was anything. Next thing you know, you're getting a PICC line put in your arm, then you're getting admitted into the room.
I get a phone call from Chuck, and he said, you know, I have leukemia.
Yeah, you've got cancer, you got a form of leukemia.
I almost fell off the porch. It shocked me.
It was tough, man. You knew the news, but you really didn't know exactly, you know, how bad it was. It was heartbreaking, not just for myself, for the whole team.
You're losing your head coach, the man who steers the ship.
I really didn't know how I was going to move on forward from that point. I remember getting the news, and I walked outside, you know, by myself on the football field and just was kind of like sitting on the sideline. And then all of a sudden, I said maybe 10 minutes later, Bruce Arians come out there, you know, and he walks up to me and he says, hey, we got to make it work.
We have this big team meeting. Jim, at that moment, says Bruce is going to take over. We're going to beat the Packers, and we're going to take the game ball down to Chuck at the hospital. Really, bro?
Moments away from kickoff here in Indianapolis, the Colts and the Packers.
To walk in the stadium that day, it was different.
What do I remember from that game? I do remember this pit in my stomach about Coach Pagano being in the hospital.
You look around, you see all the Chuckstrong signs.
You see, you know, the guys, Packer players, Saturday, our players, you know, wearing this Chuckstrong shirt, and then the signs around, you know, Lucas Oil, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? You know, it's unbelievable.
Chuck on three, 1, 2, 3.
Chuck on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Chuck on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Reggie, Reggie wearing orange gloves.
I did some research and realized the color was orange. So I'm like, all right, now I need some orange gloves. We reached out to a couple of teams. We reached out to Cincinnati. We reached out to the Dolphins. Dolphins are the ones that came through. They actually overnighted them. It came pretty quick. It wasn't my favorite pair to wear. I really wanted to do something special for Chuck.
It was such, I think, an important gesture as a way to have Coach out on the field with us, you know, and there with us in the huddle.
190!
Short drop, and what connects with Reggie Wayne.
First play of the game, pass to Reggie, of course.
Once I caught that pass, it was like a release. I'm glad he did throw it to me early. It became a normal game.
And he throws wide open Reggie with a catch.
There are times when you play quarterback where you know the ball's got to go to a certain way, and you don't worry about it.
What? Reggie Wayne wide open.
We were going to go to our best, the best player on the field, which was our best player, which was Reggie Wayne.
Reggie was going to refuse to lose.
He made the big plays at the big time.
And is that a one-handed catch?
Oh, did he catch it? Yes. Reggie Wayne!
Thought I overthrew him, for sure.
It is by Reggie Wayne! Oh, my goodness!
What a catch by Reggie Wayne. You expect it.
Andrew Luck could have threw the ball within a mile's radius. I would have found a way to get it.
Caught by Reggie again.
When someone's hot, you know, and you feed the person who's hot, and Reggie was on fire.
Looking down the field and they find Reggie Wayne.
Those gloves, they were almost like a superpower.
I didn't hear a crowd noise. I didn't hear anything. I was literally, what they say, in the zone.
One. And again, it is Reggie Wayne. What an unbelievable day for this combination of Luck and Wayne.
It was surreal. You know, it was just crazy. That's just Reggie, you know, being Reggie.
He made the big plays at the big times that mattered.
Colts need a touchdown.
I'd go to Reggie. He is always open.
We don't want to mess this ending up.
Again, Reggie Wayne to the top. We're going to continue to point out, where's he at?
It was meant.
He was not going to be denied.
It was too close for me not to try.
Takes the snap, sets up looks. He throws, caught by Reggie. Did he get it? Yes! Give it to him! Yes! Yes!
He did with the.
Who was that close?
Does the ball cross the plane? Yep, it does, right there.
I was squeezing that ball so tight. I was squeezing the hell out of that ball.
Reggie Wayne.
Everything was in slow motion. I see Andrew throws the ball. It's all coming in slow motion. As I look down, I see the line, and I'm debating, should I reach this ball out? Anything could have happened. There was too many arms around. You know, they was reaching, they was pulling. But then the way I twist my body, it was right there. Stuck it out, brung it back in, and it was kind of like crazy. As I bring it back in, you see, you know, guys swiping at it.
And the ball just snuck over the line and back. The savviest vet he caught a tiny little pass, and he knew he just had to get a fraction of that football over the goal line.
How he got it in the end zone was just sheer will.
He'd die before he'd not get that ball across.
Well, I get goosebumps thinking about what he did that game.
This is a franchise that had Raymond Berry and Marvin Harrison. I'm not sure if we've seen many better games from a wide receiver than what we've seen today.
13 catches for Reggie with over 200 yards.
212 yards.
It just so happened to have been, you know, the best game of my career. For the purpose of that game, I could have played another 2 or 3 quarters and wouldn't complain at all.
All right, so here we go. This will be a 51-yard field goal try.
We ain't losing.
Things work out. Things work out.
Crosby's kick is on the way. He missed it. He missed it. The Colts win. Colts win. Colts win. They beat the Packers 30-27.
The celebration is on in Indianapolis.
He absolutely.
They have won it for Chuck. They've won it for themselves, and they've won it for the city and state.
We were going crazy, Tina and I, and just like, can you believe that? Can you believe they just got this freaking thing done? Yeah. It's like, you couldn't write a better script.
It was like something from a movie, like a storybook. The way we won that game and the fashion that we won it, it was everything of Chuck Pagano.
Yeah, it was.
I've never cried on the field. When that game was over, I mean, I sobbed. I started crying when the last second went off, and I didn't stop crying until I went home.
And it was like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. You know, this is gonna be okay.
For him to have a feeling like things are gonna be okay, and to be a part of that is overwhelming. Yeah, you know, no one knew what was going on in Coach Pagano's room except for Coach and Tina, and to think back that, you know, he's sitting in a room with his wife with really hard questions and circumstances to go through if we provided some type of positive inspiration. And that's, I think, a little overwhelming to think about.
If they can go do that, I can kick cancer's ass.
Everybody was helping, but Chuck was he was coaching his off. And we did it for him. Boss, you got him.
I've never been so proud of a group of guys that came together.
We got the game ball for Chuck. To be able to have Jim give that game ball to him meant the world.
We know what kind of man we have just down the street in the hospital, fighting for his life. And this ball is going right down the street.
Way to do it for Chuck, man. I promise you, he is happy than a right now.
I guarantee he's smiling.
That was the best medicine I ever received.
Chuck on 3. 1, 2, 3, Chuck!
Couldn't wait till the next day to go and see him and talk to him and hug him, tell him I love him.
Just amazing, you know. Just, you know, sharing that moment, you know, and it's, you know, it's why we do what we do. Mm-hmm. It's always been, you know, about relationships, about family.
The lease on life that he has, the gifts that he provided us, you know, through that journey, the gifts that we provided him through that journey and through life, in many ways is overwhelming.
You won't ever forget that one.
They worked out.
Things ended up the way they were supposed to.
You know, you never know how it's gonna work out, but they work out. It was a special game, a special day for the Colts. We got a comeback victory, like an epic comeback victory, and it needed to be done for Chuck.
The general feeling and knowing we were a part of something that I still can't quite put words around or verbalize the importance and the magnitude and the depth of which that game lives in me is special.
Some people, like you said, call it Chuckstrong. I'll take all of it, but as long as you got Chuck in there.
I agree with Reggie. I mean, it's got to be Chuck's game.
As long as Chuck's in there, I'm good. Nothing else really matters.
I know at the center of that story is Chuck.
Straight up, just like that. That's Chuck's game.
It's certainly Chuck's game.